Here we go. I like that little part at the end that was part of the song. The song's actually longer, but here we go. And then yeah, there we are live. Happy Monday. Guess what? Guess what today is?
It's Monday.
Monday the what?
The 25th.
Yes.
Of November.
Right. What does that mean? 1 month before Christmas? Oh yeah.
See, I'm searching. That is
It's 1 month before Christmas.
Right. My bad. Right.
It doesn't matter if I catch
Yay
the 25th in May or April. It doesn't matter when I catch it. I'm always like, okay, 8 months to Christmas. Okay, 6 months to Christmas. Okay, 4 months. Anyways, yes. So it's 1 month of Christmas. Yippee. Okay. I know you're excited too. I know that Sharmain's heading out tomorrow for her grandson's birthday. She's heading off to Lethbridge. And then Christmas you're spending in Lethbridge too, correct?
Super.
Eh?
Correct.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, I will be.
I know. So,
hopefully this project will be done by then, so I'll be spending a lot of time in Lethbridge.
Yeah, exactly right. Now we know that the United States there is celebrating what? Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Cordy, hey buddy. There's Ben, Marietta. How are you? Streamlabs, you're looking awesome as always. Cordy. Delphi, are you happy with the verdict for Delphi? I am completely at peace with Delphi and the verdict. And now it's just a matter of sentencing, and I think he's going to get that book slammed in him, and he's probably going to get 130 years on that one. So I've been waiting for. I always keep thinking about Cordy, and I'm like, "Where's Cordy been? Cordy, we're not at least visually seen your names in front of my lives." And I was going, I wonder what Cordy thinks about the verdict. Hi, Sharon. How are you? But I was going to say the United States. Okay, this is just silly to me. Okay, now that I think about it, why do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving on a Thursday? Why not a Friday or a Monday? Who picked a Thursday to go? You know what? We're just going to fuck over your Friday, and we're just going to make it on Thursday. Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me. Nope.
Because if they did that here, I could almost guarantee you that I would not be going to work tomorrow or on Friday.
You know what? I know.
I would definitely, it was Thursday.
Definitely use a vacation day up right there. But because Alexa said it's the third Thursday, and I was like, Alexa, we're 28th is the fourth Thursday. And then she looked at it, and I think somewhere back in 1942, you guys all changed it up till the fourth instead of the third Thursday. But then I'm thinking, who would put it on a Thursday? What a weird day to throw Thanksgiving. I mean, I get it. Thursday with a T, Thanksgiving with a T. That's the only thing I get about that all. Oh, yeah, Christmas. Oh, yeah, my Christmas wish. I got to talk about this first. So you guys know I'm trying to raise money for my husband for when he takes time off because he doesn't get paid for Christmas time. And I wanted him to enjoy. So you guys know if anyone wants to, my Christmas wish is for my husband to have time off. And you guys know that usually I don't ask for donations and stuff like that. But at Christmas time last year, I really especially needed help because that's when I wasn't working. And Sharmain pretty much solely paid for my husband's car payment, which was like $439. So just quickly, and I got a few pictures here, by the way. So I just want to talk about that first. So you guys, so this is the goal. We're at 376. The goal is 1,000. Whether I achieve that or not, that's just the goal. Okay. Anyways, and that's the husband right there, Mr. Steve Austin. So on Friday is going to be, I'm going to do a donation day on Friday. And so it's one of those things you can ask whatever question. It's like those paid first, either send it through PayPal or Coffee or Super Chat. You can ask whatever question you want. No questions are off bounds. When we do it on Friday, we'll play some games, have some fun. We'll probably play Scriblio perhaps as well, But anyway, so that's just going to be, and my husband's, of course, going to join on there. So Yeah. So that's that for that. Okay. Other than that, oh, I do have some. Oh, this is for. Hold on. This one is for Louise. Okay. Um, that's that one. Do you know that? It's called Manville. Okay. Just say that's a special treat. so
That's
so
good.
any desperado females, there is a place
I like
called
it.
Manville. Just saying. Okay. Now, a couple other things I want to show here. See this? This is my family crest. It's Blanchard. What does your family crest look like? So this is the Blanchard line, my family's line, like my mom's side. And it says Blanchard. It stands for creativity. Oh yeah. Drive, loyalty. Whomever bears this name comes across a very strong line. That be true. Those with the no name Blanchard. Oh, it doesn't show it. Hold on. Let me take off this bleeping little banner here. Are known for their good hearts. Okay, I mean, since it says it and everything like that, just so you know. No, Gypsy Rose can get the fuck out of the family tree line. I'm pretty sure she's probably some distant relative of the Sasquatch. I do not know. But honestly, Gypsy Rose Blanchard needs to get the fuck out of the freaking thing because there's really two lines that run down from England, of the Blanchards. But once you start actually going like this, they all start intertwining, like from the United States to Canada and that. But Gypsy Rose, no, get the fuck out of the family tree, Gypsy Rose. No, we don't need those type. Oh, this Miss Dog Lover. So you made sure that I showed you this sign, right, Miss Dog Lover? There you go. That one's just for you. You're welcome. So Manville, it's only 1 kilometer away, not too far. You can have that one. Let's see here. Okay, there's just my husband. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me, Sharmain, does that not look GQ? Right? Like that's it's like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that reminds me of like just stick some underwear on him in some like freaking Hugo Boss or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so for people that don't know, I've talked about him enough times. He does not look like me. That is my son, Matthew. Matthew. We'll just call him Matthew. Maddie Brady is how I have always called him ever since he was little. He was always called Maddie Brady. So, guys, whenever I talk about my ungrateful son, yeah, there's my pride and joy that came out of my vagina right there. Okay. And if I could redo him and stick him back in, I would in a heartbeat. Okay. Because you are not the son that I raised, you little monster. But, anyways, and if of course he's watching this live at some point, I love you, son. Just saying. Okay. Um, this one is my husband. That's when we were, I believe we were going off to England this year. Yeah. I mean, the smile on his face just shows it. Okay. 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 Now this is my husband and his uncle. And this is where we're in Stratford. Okay. We're in Stratford upon, what is it called? Stratford upon Avalon. I think it's called. Anyways, we're in this, oh my God. If I could live in a Christmas village, it would be Stratford. This is where Shakespeare was born in Stratford. Okay.
Wow.
And then, yeah. So this particular bar that we're in is like we're having fish and chips. Okay. Okay. We're having fish and chips. And that's his uncle and his auntie. And then his mom's to the right side and Jace. But that was like 1664. And it still has like the burnt remnants because it had burned. A lot of that place had burned. Anyways. And so this right here is my husband's mom. And Jace, when we moved out here, she left her husband, Dick. But anyways, but this guy Jace, he's so nice. He actually did a couple lives with the UK stuff going on the channel. But that's his mom, and she's just gorgeous. She's my age, but absolutely gorgeous, beautiful heart. Just a great mom. Loves her kids. These are the two cats, Montana and Bambi. Obviously, they're very excited in this picture as well. They have Steve's smile on that other one. And just for anyone that doesn't know, these are a couple of my paintings. because I haven't been able to paint in about a year and a half or so, really because I just don't have the space for it. But anyways, but these are a couple of my favorite ones, on the water, little cabin thing going on like that. Anyways, those were just some whatevers. This is Christmas time and sunny time and
Beautiful
Sharmain
painting.
time. Eh?
Beautiful painting, Sunny.
Oh, thank you. I love painting. It's very relaxing. Sunny, do you have Avon ladies? What is that?
Avon.
Huh.
Remember Avon back in the day?
Deanna. Deanna. Okay, so Deanna, you obviously aren't a regular on this channel for that. Anyways, my kid is a little shit. Okay, he's an ungrateful little shit, and he knows it. So I've talked about him like that quite a few times, to be honest, on that. Why? Because as he is an ungrateful child. He is what he is. I gave birth to that boy, and that boy is very ungrateful, and he's a little shit. Yeah. Have you ever thought that you should mind your own fucking business? Because now you're pissing me off as I read your comments. Why that negative? Actually, hold on. Let me take that back. Wow, that's just not cool because you're so perfect as a mother. Have you really thought that you raised him that way, spoiled him way too much? No, actually, I'm very much aware of my son and my ex-husband and the damage that the ex-husband has done. And when my kid tells me that he wishes I would burn in hell, that he wishes that I wasn't mother and I would die and stuff like that, when I was did everything for my son, no, I gave him a great set of boundaries and morals. Unfortunately, he went to his mother, but you can mind your own fucking business now on that stuff. But thank you for your input. Michelle Favors. Sorry, I'm lame. I just take offense from these people that put comments like that, acting like they're the perfect parent themselves as they preach to other people. That's kind of where I get my back up in the air because why don't you look at your own shit in your own yard before you project your own shit on my life when you have no clue about it? But thank you for your
And
input,
that's just it.
psychologist.
They don't have a clue,
I have
you
no clue.
know, no
Yeah,
clue. So why say anything? You just don't know.
on there. Well, it's more when people project their shit um on stuff. Man, you love it. Your son word your words. Wow. Yeah, you can. Who's that? Michelle. Sorry, I'm late. Mind your business bit. Love it. Your son, your words. Wow. Um, so yeah, so bottom line is I don't preach to you how to raise your kids, what to do and whatever. I know exactly what kind of mother I am. Thank you very much. And I don't need to be preached upon by anybody else. Go look at your own shit in your own house first before you start preaching to me. So do yourself a favor and leave the fucking front door and get out of this channel if you don't appreciate that, okay? Because on this channel we just say it as it is, tell it like it is, and keep it truth and transparency. Ooh, why did I just say that? Now that reminds me of Truth and Transparency's channel. Talk about my kids the way I want on there. I would never, yeah. I just, it's when, yeah, I get it. I'm a YouTube channel and I say things and you guys say things and whatever. But just don't preach any down your fucking morals on me or shit and stuff like that. Trust me. Anyone that, my lighting is making me look like I'm like, because
Glowing.
well, it's because my husband put lights in the ceiling now, so it's like bright lights on there. Anyways, we'll get off of that before I probably go up her ass and one downside the other of it on there. Actually, in fucking fact,
Uh,
just fuck off and I'm just gonna bang you. How about them apples? On there. I'm not probably in the mood for somebody else's shit about how I should parent or what I should say and stuff like that. My kid is ungrateful. He is very ungrateful. I just literally asked him a couple weeks ago, "Hey Matt, do you miss talking to your mom and whatever?" No, not really. That was probably one of the nicer things he said to me. "Hey Tawny, how are you?" Not like my kid watches my lives anyway. And if he did, I wouldn't really care. He knows that we're very, very white today. Bright. You look great. Thank you, Michelle. Anyways, um, whatever your guys' plans for Christmas, if anyone's traveling, like I said, Friday we're gonna do a donation night for the donation night was for the husband. It's just that he doesn't get paid for the time that he wants off. My husband, he's an amazing husband. He works so hard, like on like when people are just good people. And for my husband, I think it's that just the way too, right? It's like I don't care about myself. I just want my husband to have time off and relax and, his body. And I had bought him a massager for his body because he's always sore all the time. And he just, I don't know, you know, when they're just good people and they work hard and stuff like that. So I would just, so it would help out. Anyways, so my bottom line is if anyone does want to donate, because sometimes people like to do Christmas things for the channels and stuff like that. If not, it doesn't matter. It's all good. 6 days still the goal? Well, it's not going to happen. The reason why I say 6 days is because November's YouTube money goes to December. And of course, December's goes to January. So unless people do PayPals or stuff like that or coffees, other than that, the super chats for December all start going for January. But the point was for December. So it was just one of those things. I figure I could ask, and if people want to help out, they do. If not, it's okay. We all know that money is not or end all to be all of things. Just one of those things for Christmas. People like to do things. So instead of doing whatever, just that's what I was asking for. And hi, Lisa, how are you? There. So yeah, like maybe some secret Santa Claus will go deposit and go ding. No. Or we could win the lottery or something by this point if I played a ticket. Yeah. But anyways, what are you guys all doing? Can you guys buy Tawny? Thank you, Tawny. Oh, thank you, Tawny. $5. You're awesome. Thank you. Happy holidays, Sunny and Hubby. Thank you so much. So, Tony, and for anyone that does donate, don't forget, I'll be putting your guys' name on a Christmas ball on a Christmas tree, just as the appreciation for anyone that has donated. Now, if you donate, say twice, I'm still only going to give you one ball, okay? Because that would be a lot of work, a lot of trees, a lot of Christmas trees. Thank you, Michelle, very much on there. And so what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? What are you guys doing for Christmas in chat? Again, any of the lives that are done and now before Christmas, they're just going to be part just talking about Christmas stuff or daily stuff and getting in the spirit of the holidays and doing some games and different things. I really need to make a members live really quick here as well. And then talk about some true crime stories that are going on in the thing. Did Cordy never answered me, did he?
Yes, he did. He said that he was happy about the verdict.
Oh, perfect. I had a feeling he would be. Yeah. I say he, but me and Adam always had that thing going. He, she.
Yeah, we don't really know, do we?
Yeah, he, she, them, it, those. Something like that. No, today my shifts was 8 to 4, 8 to 4, and then tomorrow is 9:30 to 5:30, 9:30 to 5:30, 9:30 to 5:30. Then Friday, Saturday off. And then my next shift is the same thing as this week. And then just before my holidays, I go into 2 weeks of 12 to 8 shifts. Those are the ones that suck ass. Yeah. So Sharmain, like I said, the States people, they're celebrating their Thanksgiving this week. What do you think? Let me ask you, Sharmain, as a Canadian, do you think the Canadians are smarter for having it early so they don't have to put out the money back to back, or do you think the Americans are smarter by having it closer to Christmas where they set up the Christmas stuff and get that going? But it's very expensive to have two kind of holidays. A lot of people do big things on Thanksgiving as well. I know our family always did. So what do you think is better?
I like our Thanksgiving in October. It kind of breaks everything up. We go so long between Easter to Thanksgiving here, and in the States, they would go Easter all the way to Thanksgiving. And that's my excuse to make a big family dinner and get everybody together, those Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So having it in early October, you're kind of splitting it up, even though I know we get holidays, in May, July, August. I think even September now we have one, but it's not like a, a family tradition to get together and have a big meal. So I like having it in early October and then wait a
Yeah.
couple of months and late December, do it again. And then we wait till April, do it again.
Yeah.
I think ours is timed better.
My husband last night was like, "Is there a holiday coming up soon?" And I was like, "Honey, we just had one, Remembrance Day." And he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." So next one's Christmas. Well, the Christmas vacation, right? Okay. So Michelle says we have decided to stay home this year, although the kids are getting together, but we just opted out. Call us the cranks, whatever you want, but we are tired. So making a little dinner and football. You know what? And that's okay. I actually like very chill Christmases nowadays. Like I just
Mhm.
enjoy, honestly, because as kids we were always raced around to the different aunts and uncles. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that. But Christmas was always hectic. Every 2 years I was flying back out to Vancouver to spend it with the family. You're working and stuff like that all the time and da da da. And then it just feels like more of a chore than an actual like Christmas thing. But don't get me wrong, I loved it all. But now, honestly, just getting up with the husband and say brother-in-law, making breakfast. I got husband some gifts underneath the Christmas tree, and every time I bring one out, he goes, "I thought you said our limit was $50." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." On there, right? I want to spoil him this year. I just want to make him have a like kind of like just I'm spoiling myself too because first of all it makes me happy. My husband, like, there's like tools that he likes, right? He's like his DeWalt and stuff like that, and then so a few other things. But he loves toys. He likes to build things and whatever. So there's certain things that he has that I wanted to get him. But honestly, I enjoy just walking out, seeing the lights on, seeing the Christmas decorated around the apartment and all that. And actually, I did do a video the other day, but I was only privately that I showed it to a couple people. But anyways, I'll do another one. But yeah, so I just honestly, the minute I even just see Christmas lights and decorations is the minute I feel like the world is like peaceful and beautiful and
Yeah.
like today when I'm at work, I constantly sing. Well, hum, I should say, or sing at work, and I'm just like, and none of you guys tell me to shut the fuck up, okay? And you guys tell me to you guys get the hell out of here because I don't need no bahang. Because when I walked into the work today, there was like all the Christmas decorations were up, and then all of a sudden it was funny because then Fayola comes over, and then she's like, and I had stood up for a minute, and she's like, "I want my Christmas tree back." And I was like, so she comes over and she grabs the Christmas tree because normally she sits at the desk that I was sitting at, but because my desk was the one that I typically sit at was taken. Anyways, so I was like, fine. So I went to another desk and I was like, I'm taking this Christmas tree. Actually, and I'm taking a fucking Santa Claus too. But yeah, great. But that was just funny when she comes over. It was just like, it was reminding me of watching a movie. You guys, I don't know about you, but I've been watching every night. I watch at least one or two cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies. Some of them are really cheesy, though. Seriously, I bet it's summer there right now, huh? Oh, he's talking. Yeah, talking to Ben. Ben, it must be snowing. Must be blizzard conditions over there. Not this year, Satan. I remember. Do you remember? I remember when Aspen, when he was outside, and I remember him sending this video of this spider coming down the thing, and he's like, "Not today, Satan." I don't know why, but after that, I said that quite a few times, that sentence, because it giggled me so much that he all of a sudden this video comes in and not today, Satan, on there. But yeah, I hope you guys are all, like I said, getting in the spirit of Christmas. And if you're not, you probably shouldn't be in this channel, to be honest with you. Like, if you are a negative bah humbug person, there's certain things about true crime you can have your opinions, but when it comes to Christmas, no, you pretty much have to like it in this channel or take your negativity somewhere else. Like to the Grinch, the Grinch channel or something like that. 80 degrees. you know, Today was actually quite busy at work. Okay, I have to tell you quickly about my last customer. No, it was the second before last. Okay, now you want to talk about an older person that's totally incapable of simple things. Okay, so it took me at least a good half an hour to be like, okay, trust me, I can log into your account. So either you're doing something wrong, your password or your email address. So let's go through this again. I made this password for her, Christmas 2024. How could you possibly fuck that up, right? Christmas 2024. So and then she's, honestly, it's like dealing with the hopeless on the other side. I mean, God love them because they're old and stuff like that, and they didn't grow up with a tablet in their hand and stuff. But come on, this was like excruciating pain, literally. Okay, put your email in, right? Make sure that it's lowercase c. Okay, it's Christmas 2024. After about 5 minutes, she says to me, okay, so I have XMAS 2024. I'm like, what part of Christmas did I say XMAS? Really, lady? Really? Honestly, I was just like, holy shit. So I'm not like honestly, I have the patience of a god, but I'm like, at first I'm like, no, I got tons of time. I still got an hour before I'm off. It was like 22 when the phone call finally ended. And that's only because I think she could tell that she'd already taken up too much of my time. And I'm just like, holy, like seriously, you just wish you could just like fucking ghost their freaking computer and be like, let me just do it for you, okay? And then she's like, and I'm, anyways. Nice enough lady. No, actually, she was nice, but she talked. She kept over talking. And I'd be like, you just need to focus. We just need to focus and get you to log in. Okay. It's been like half an hour. Let's just get you to the login point. Oh, anyways, whoever spells Xmas, if I say Christmas and I'm saying, lowercase c, and then you're coming back at me with an XMAS. Oh my God. Anyways, almost lost my shit. Oh, stay, Lacey, bite your tongue over there. No, I can tell stories, but none of this missing stuff. Okay, you just keep your loyalty here, right here in this space to me. Lacey can't believe Aspen is going back for sentencing. Oh, there we go. Stop that talk. That's dirty talk right there. One of those days. You got this. Okay, so Sharmain, your turn. Take over.
What do you want me to say? I'm not a gibber. Like, you can talk about anything forever and ever. If I sit here and start bitching about my work, everybody's gonna be like drooling. Like, what is she talking about? I'm telling you, I had to do like 500 like bolt up reports today, and there's like one for every single CN, and like I could go on and on and on and on about the bullshit. Like, these guys just cannot seem to do their work, and my God, it's been like 2.5 months, people. It's due in a week. Come on. You see what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's not the same.
I know.
It's just not the same.
I was actually, when I got off, there was an earlier phone call that was kind of long as well. When I got off, the one agent, she comes over and she's like, "You're just so good at this. How do you do it?" And I'm just like, it's just natural. It just comes out. And the thing is, the difference is though, is that I think I get what they mean, because when they answer a call, they're not truly like, they care, but they're not compassionate. And they like, meaning when I talk to somebody, it's honest, genuine, and caring about the customer and making them really feel like you're not a hindrance, you're not a problem, whereas they're more mechanical. Some of them, they're just built more mechanically, like, thank you for calling, da, 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 da. Yep, no problem, can I have your account number, da, 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 type of thing. Whereas I'm just like, well, hey Jill, nice talking to you, how's your day going over there? Just gonna pull up your account here for you, okay? And as we do that, night Miss Dog Lover. But anyways, Miss Dog Lover, Manville, don't forget, 1 mile that way. But so it's kind of like, without even trying, because it's not even about effort. I just naturally have that ability just to talk with people. And most
Mhm.
people have that natural ability to open up to me when I do. And I don't, it's not like, I remember one time someone used the word, I, me and manipulative do not go in the same sentence. Um, so some people, it's funny, Charmaine, some people will use that word manipulative, like as if I could manipulate people because of how I can draw people in. But that's never a word I would use. I would never try to manipulate, like, not without joking around, perhaps,
Yes.
but I would never purposely try to manipulate someone and use some sort of, um,
Yeah, but
talk.
I mean, I understand that a lot of people who are manipulative are
Will say that.
they're
Yeah.
good communicators and they know how to talk to people, so they
Hmm.
can. That's
Right.
how they manipulate. But there's a difference between being a good communicator
Right.
than being a
Yeah. And
manipulator.
that's just it. Because I'm not no cheesy car salesman. Like
Yeah,
some people, like they talk and they're like
but you
cheesy car.
could be.
You think?
You could be.
Shit.
Yes.
Really?
You have the gift to talk about anything and anyone to anything and anyone. So it's
Mm,
just a matter of attitude.
all
I
right.
think you could sell a used car or
Maybe,
you could
maybe,
manipulate people, but you choose not to.
maybe. Well, Tommy has a question. I have a question. One of my daughters lives in Port Huron, Michigan, and she can see the bridge on the border of Canada across the lake. Is that how you come to the USA, Sonny? Absolutely not. So if
That is
I
the
was
wrong
gonna,
side of the country.
yeah, if I was gonna go to the United States, I'd probably pull like a Greeno. I'd probably cut through the woods, and then have a getaway car like on the other side, perhaps, maybe perhaps with you in it, Donnie, something like that. Not really sure. But no, if I was to do it, like, honestly, I mean, I'm in Vancouver, so I dip down into like Washington, then in Seattle that way, that's how I would come in. So Michigan is way on the east coast side of Canada, and I am totally on the west coast side of Canada. But that's beautiful. Like there's that bridge. I remember sometimes, I think last year we were showing the different bridges, and there's that bridge that goes from, United States to Canada over there. And, that was always cool. I always think that's kind of cool, when, yeah, it's like you just look, like, for instance, if I'm in White Rock and we just look across the water, well, hello, United States, you know?
Yeah.
So that's always kind of cool because you're just like, if I swam there, I could probably bypass all the border shit, you know, on there. We drove to Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, I've never been. I've only seen it. It's beautiful. Hi, Justice Jane. How are you? There is something I want to bring up, Charmaine, that I was watching from News Nation the other day, and it kind of cracked me up a little bit. But I got to find it in my history. Delphi members only. I wonder how much, people are trying still raking off the Delphi stuff. Just playing that one out for a
It's
long time, I
still
suppose.
pretty consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still pretty consistent out there on the YouTube streets.
Yeah. I went like I guess after, like, I can understand maybe a little bit with it,
Lacey
but
also had a question earlier about your opinion.
right, Justice Jane, you know it.
Lacey wanted to know what you
Justice
think of the
Jane.
Menendez brothers, if they should be released, what your opinion is. I shared my opinion the other night, but
About what one? About the Menendez? Well, we talked about that the other
yeah,
night. Um, I'm one of those, like, kind of
yeah.
Charmaine. I mean, if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. No sweat off my back about the whole
Mhm.
situation. I do feel like
So
when you have
today they had,
a, would you
today
say?
there was actually today there was a hearing
Oh,
on
was
the
there one today?
Menendez thing, and apparently, yeah, Kitty, the mom and dad's sisters, they're both very, very elderly. They got to testify today just because the actual hearing isn't going to be until January.
Oh,
But like their family wants them out. So, and I guess
right.
they've been locked up now for 34 years. So a lot of people are
Yeah.
saying, oh, that's long enough. And resentencing hearing, from what I understand, is like early January. I want to say early January.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too far away, I guess, is it?
No.
Mm, 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 mm. I see that that one mother can't the one that took her two children. Can't think of her name.
Vallow? Lori
Which
Vallow?
one?
Lori Vallow?
No, 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 no.
Oh, Susan Smith.
No, no, no. Totally different one. There's too many of these, there's too many of these whack jobs claiming freaking mental health issues as they take the lives of their children. I'm sorry, still fuck off with that shit. I get the thing. If you have an issue and you have a problem and you do, if your body's acting different as a female type of thing. And if you sit there and to me try to excuse murder for because of some mental breakdown and stuff like that, that's not my way.
Are you talking about the one with the three kids?
No, you know what? I'll show it in a second.
Nancy?
Yeah, I can't think of her
There
name.
are so. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Quentin.
No.
Ilani Simon?
No.
Little Quentin Simon? No.
No,
There's so many of them.
That's what I mean.
I mean,
There's just so many, right? But yeah, I know you guys might not think the same way, and I don't honestly care, like, because everyone has the right to think. But I personally will never, ever, even like Richard Allen. There's, you know what? You got little fucking devils talking to you and stuff like that. Go fucking do something about it. But to sit there and go, oh, well, I took out my two kids because I was going through major menopausal shit after the birth. No, 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 no. That's to me just no excuse at all. I'm just so tired of people just, there's true people out there that really do have issues going on, and then but it just seems like every time we turn around, it's like some mothers giving some excuse why they took their children's life and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, I just don't got any time of day for that stuff. You took somebody's life. There's no justification for that for me, unless it's some sort of self-defense. That's where I kind of just draw the line. I'm very black and white when it comes to that, when it comes to the whole mental health issues, because I'm just so tired. People have mental health issues. There's lots of us that have mental health issues, but we don't sit there and use it as our daily thing all the time. And there's some people that are whiny effing bitches that whine about mental health issues all day long, because they just live in this poor me fucking sucked it world. And there's other people that truly have it. And that's where it offends me, is people that truly, truly have it. And it reminds me of the boy that cried wolf, that when everyone uses it, and they're using it as a defense to justify why they took children's lives. It's just so disgusting to me. I'll pull that one up in a second, Sharmain. So because I know I have it in my history here. But this one right here, Sharmain, you guys, what do you think about this one here?
Details about a powerful Mexican cartel leader who allegedly faked his own death in Mexico and then went on to live a life of luxury here in the U.S. Authorities arresting Cristian Fernando Gutierrez Ochoa in California this week. They are now charging him with drug trafficking and money laundering. News Nation correspondent Jorge Ventura joining us live to share this almost unbelievable story. Jorge, what are you learning?
Yeah, Natasha, this is no ordinary cartel leader takedown. He was literally hiding in plain sight in the United States. Gutierrez Ochoa was living a life of luxury, according to federal officials in Riverside, California. That's where federal agents arrested Gutierrez Ochoa on Tuesday. And according to authorities, they say Gutierrez Ochoa played a pivotal role in the Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion's international drug trafficking empire. What's also more important, he's actually the son-in-law of the cartel's top boss. That's El Mencho. Gutierrez Ochoa right now is facing charges of international drug trafficking, laundering millions of dollars in cartel profits, and orchestrating violent crimes that prosecutors say protected CJNG's vast drug empire. But Gutierrez Ochoa's criminal empire wasn't just about drugs and violence. He also used deception to evade justice. Authorities say he faked his own death in 2021 with the help of El Mencho to escape Mexican authorities. El Mencho even spread rumors that he killed Gutierrez Ochoa for lying, but instead, Gutierrez Ochoa entered the U.S. under a false identity, continuing the cartel's operations. He also used the cartel's funds to purchase a mansion in Riverside, California. Gutierrez Ochoa managed the trafficking of more than 40,000 kilograms of methamphetamine and 2,000 kilograms of cocaine drugs that flooded U.S. streets. But it didn't just stop there. In 2021, he kidnapped 2 Mexican Navy officers in a failed attempt to secure the release of El Mencho's wife. His connecting to the CJNG wasn't just professional, it was personal. As El Mencho's son-in-law, Gutierrez Ochoa held a trusted position in the cartel's leadership. Prosecutors call Gutierrez Ochoa's arrest a significant victory, but El Mencho remains at large with a $10 million bounty on his head. He's considered one of the most wanted fugitives in the world. And once again, authorities are saying this is a major victory with the arrest of Gutierrez Ochoa. He is essentially the right-hand man for El Mencho, but authorities say they are still looking for El Mencho, who continues to evade authorities in Mexico, Natasha.
It's very interesting. Jorge Ventura live for us in San Antonio with those details. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Okay. That's just some crazy shit. And that's what that is. Whoops, there we are. I just happened to come across that and I was just like, that shit's real.
Wow.
It just seems kind of like when I hear about the cartel and stuff like that, I know it's real, but yet you don't see that stuff happening over here like that kind of thing. So it's there, but it just kind of reminds me of the movies for some reason. But yeah, this guy's fake.
Oh, because they've totally made the cartel into some Hollywood villain, instead of a real life, like, serious issue.
Yeah, let's see here. I was watching this one the other day, Sharmain, the
Cody Lajabakov.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I fell asleep during it, I believe. Okay, this is the lady I'm talking about.
Case of Commonwealth versus different EMS and fire.
She took the lives of her 2 children.
Mr. Taylor, whenever
I can't really see her face though.
of course, on the day of the incident.
Listen to this, poor lady.
And then you took Jaden. You have ripped our lives apart.
Who's this one, you guys? Tell me this one.
And you know that you could have gave them kids to us, and we would have took care of them. But you have been selfish. My heart is in pieces. And you know that you have always had a place to drop them off. You took him from me.
Tiffany Lucas.
And I hurt every day. Every second of the day, I hurt. And I hope they give you 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole. I want you to suffer just like I'm suffering right now. They did not deserve that. You took my little man from me. And we all love him so much, Jaden and Maurice. Oh, I remember the time he called me. Nana told me he loved me. And it took him forever to come up with me. But Jaden is our blood. Oh God. Hold on.
Relationship to the victims.
Yeah, so this is Tiffany. But then
As you step inside.
Go to even mouth the words that my eyes at night. I didn't get much sleep last night.
well, that's not her, I don't think. Hold on. There was the one right after
Some days
this lady.
Jaden's on as well.
I understand.
And allowing the eyes that they haunt you. But I don't. You don't deserve to see them, and they shouldn't see you. If he decides to give you any kind of leniency today and grant you parole at some point, bitch, I'll be there at every parole hearing. Do you hear me? I'll be there at every parole hearing.
Same, Tony.
Bitch, I'll be there every parole hearing. That's crazy. What? Same Tony what? Same what? What?
My grandkids rule. Let me catch one of my 3 daughters not acting right. I'll be on it. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
My daughter would never, never hurt one of her kids, but Lord love anybody that does.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, that's the thing. Like I said, that bitch that came in earlier, Deanna or whatever. Like I said, touch my kid. You know, that's why I don't understand these people. You know, honestly, I can't even express, and I know Sharmain, you're the same way. I can't even express how much children mean to me. You do not fucking harm children. They are innocent. They are meant to be raised with love, kindness, boundaries, compassion, all that stuff. They deserve all that stuff. And so, oh, I knocked my camera. I look like a midget. Hold on. Because my camera is very finicky. So if it, well, I guess if I'm there, it's darker. But anyways, so yeah, I've done that three times. Never done it before, but that's what happens when I pound. All of a sudden I drop down. But anyways, you know, so when it comes to children, especially, I get so angry. And I just don't make any excuses. Like this lady, this Jessie or whatever. What was her name again? Tiffany Lucas. That's it. I haven't heard the name in a long time. Right? Trying to claim mental health issues, you know, made her shoot her 2 kids in the freaking head, stuff like that. Yet, you know, it's just no. And it's just like drugs and whatever, you know, like I said, be accountable for what you did. Now, she did plead guilty. Like she did admit the fact that she, you know, took the kid's life, but with that side note of like mental health issues and stuff like that. But, you know, just no, when it comes to children, they're our most precious gifts, you know, and I just, you know, like I said, anyone touched hurt Matthew or anything, even my husband is like, get the fuck out of my way, coming through. Boop, boop. You know, that's kind of like how Becky Patty is too, actually. Becky Patty, she's a very feisty, like she's a counselor, but she's a very feisty person as well, you know. And those guys have put up such a fight with the, you know, the whole years that Delphi's been going on, just with all the, just the cruelness, to be honest, to lose those 2 children and then to have people always attacking them and saying that Kelsey, you know, just I loved the girls. And I'm so glad Delphi is pretty much over, like for me. Okay. So yes, I'll cover when the 20th comes and whatever else. But as for me, I just feel complete. Like I did what I set out to do. This is the answer I was looking for once we realized that Richard Allen and just the whatever. And so, you know, I mean, obviously the family has to do their own healing, whichever way that is. But for me personally, I'm done with the Delphi drama. It was always about Abby and Libby and not about anything more, to be honest with you. It was just simply about, for me, the covering a case, it's always about the person. Kind of like Sebastian Rogers, you know, it started turning into ridiculous drama. And I just don't subscribe to that shit, really. You know, getting in, it just, when it starts getting like a circus act like that, you know, I know that people can ride off that shit left, right, and center in the drama. I just find it embarrassing, to be honest with you, when cases turn out to be like, you know, even Summer Wells case and that just turned into just a circus, just a circus. And it's almost like the victims get lost in the mix of the whole circus act going along. And hey, that's how some people, like I said, want to build their channel, so be it. But just not in my heart to do it that way. You know, just cover a case.
Question.
Yeah, what's that?
I think, I don't know if Lacey will know the answer, but I'm just paying attention to the conversation about the Menendez brothers and about the new DA. He's taking over and he's supposed to be tougher on crime. So in the States, in the United States, your judges, your DAs, they're all elected to their positions, right? So in my opinion, even though I totally agree with Ben, he's right, they probably won't get out for Christmas. but I don't think that the fact that he's tough on crime is a bad thing for the Menendez brothers in particular, because the fact that these people are elected into their positions, you have to consider that they're worried about the vote. So if public opinion favors setting the Menendez brothers free, then no matter what he thinks, he's going to review the evidence and everything else. But I don't think that he's going to go against what the masses want, what his voters want, just because he believes something. And that, I think, is the loophole, the trap that you get into when you have judges who are elected and DAs and these officials who are all elected. They're not going to, and it's a little bit different, but kind of the same in what our prime minister is currently doing. He knows that he's lost the votes. He knows that his position is seriously jeopardized. Now he's doing these really, transparent things to buy votes. You know what I mean? Like, I think public opinion and what they want him to do is going to more sway him than his tough stance on crime, if that makes sense. And yeah, we knew Miss Doglover wasn't going to go to bed.
Yeah.
But good morning, Miss Doglover.
Yeah, I was going to say, right? It's like, you know what she wants.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's a thing that's ever talked about in the United States when you're, talking about cases like that, he's elected. He was just elected and he has to keep his constituents happy. And if the majority of them would rather see the Menendez brothers walk free, do you think he's actually going to go against his voters because he has a tough on crime attitude? I question it. I do.
Yep.
It doesn't work like that here. Our DAs, our judges, they are not elected. They earn their spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's so funny sometimes how we're so similar to the United States in lots of ways, and that's so different as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've always thought that was weird. Like, even like through the Delphi case, and everybody's talking about Judge Gull and how can we promote change? How can we make sure this doesn't happen again? Blah blah blah. Because no matter what you think, guilty or innocent, there were some questionable things that went on with that trial and pre-trial. And the only thing that the public can do is research who you're voting for. And I thought you vote for judges in the States, like, and you vote for your DA and you vote for your lead prosecutor. And
yeah,
that's a little bit of a conundrum, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd like that. I don't know if I'd like that system of justice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because it's just so much different. I don't know either, to be honest with you.
Like how would that work? Because and I can only tell, like, because I watch the Trump campaign and Biden and stuff, and how they try to get their votes. They try to win their elections. And I don't know if judges and prosecutors, if they're running campaigns or anything like that, but it's the same idea. Like, they're still getting their position by the majority of the public who votes for them, right? So they want to keep their position. They're going to be trying to please their voters. So if the masses say that they want Charles Manson to be released for whatever reason, do you know what I mean? Like, is that elected prosecutor going to be like, I know that I'm going to lose my job for this, but he's staying in prison? That kind of mentality. Even though I know Charles Manson is dead, and that's a very big leap from the Menendez brothers. I get it, but you know what I mean? I did, like, Trump or Biden, one or the other is not going to sacrifice votes to do what he thinks is right, even if they're saying that they are. They're not. They're just not. And especially in Canada, like, I can speak on Canadian politics and the way our elections work. They want your vote. They don't care what they have to say and what they have to sell to get your vote. They'll get your vote, but then they're locked in for 4 years. They basically, I don't know about there, but here they basically do what they want anyways. But, you know, and I mean, we don't have a time limit on our elected officials either. Like, you guys have, I think, 2 terms for president.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they have to go. No,
Yeah.
that's not like that here. We can have the same prime minister for
20
decades
years.
and decades and decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look
Yeah.
at John.
So, I mean, I don't know how I would feel about a prosecutor or a judge being elected, counting on votes to
Yeah.
keep their position. You know what I mean? You know, does that make sense? Or am I just
Yeah, no,
totally
absolutely. I get it.
it?
You know,
Yeah.
especially since we don't like, to them, it's normal, obviously, because that's how they deal with
Yeah.
But for us, I mean, I can understand. I get exactly what you're saying, Sharmain, right? Because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, when it comes from standing up for what's right or getting the votes that you need to get in and stuff like that,
Maybe I just have a sour taste in my mouth because of our politics in this country and how, you know, it doesn't matter who you vote for. You're not, none of them tell, can't say none of them tell the truth. None of them stick to that truth after they're elected. It all changes to personal gain and what they think is best, no matter what's good for the country and society and our economy. It just goes right out the window.
Isn't that so nice of our prime minister? Isn't that so nice that from December 14th to February 15th that all the taxes on food and that won't be there in restaurants and for a whole 2 months, Sharmain.
It's a little suspicious to me that it's happening now that he knows he's going to lose his job right away. Not only that, is he's giving us a $250 check. The living wage, get this, my American friends, the livable wage in Canada now is $150,000 a year. So if you made up to $150,000 last year, our prime minister is going to cut us a check for $250 in April. Now, we pay more than that a month in elevated carbon tax charges. A month. We cannot survive as a medium income household on $150,000 a year. And this man is going to give us $250 in April. And then you know what else is going to happen? The second he gets back in, if he wins his votes, if he buys his votes, you mark my words, Sonny, 8% GST coming. 8%. Write that down. Nothing's free. He'll get it back, every penny of it. Wish you hadn't got me started because I can feel my face turning red. This man has destroyed our country. Whew.
When is our election anyway?
October, but $150,000.
I know, right?
$150,000 used to be considered well off. Now, if you made $150,000 or less, you're considered to be a working class citizen that needs $250 in April.
Okay, yeah. When we
pay more than that a month in his taxes.
Yeah.
Not even GST taxes, carbon taxes.
Yeah. When I saw though basically that for anyone that makes underneath 150,000 gets a 250 thing, I'm like, really, is that the new standard? 150,000 is considered just mediocre average income or something nowadays? Really?
Because that's the livable wage here.
Yeah, the livable. Yeah, right.
Because the carbon tax, and it's only on this and it's only on that. Well, yeah, but this and that also equals the fuel that the truckers need to bring the food to the grocery stores and the restaurants and everything else.
Explain the carbon tax.
It's just an environment friendly. It's a tax for, I don't know, we get carbon tax on anything that would add to
We'll
the
see.
pollution problem. You know, your carbon footprint. So now the government has implemented this carbon tax, which I think is something astronomical, like 65% more than what we were paying before the carbon tax came in. And the number itself isn't that big, but it works out to that much because it's not just on gas that you're paying that on. It's the grocery stores are not going to eat the cost because the truck to raise their costs because it's going to cost them more to operate and more to deliver. So it's like this ripple effect that's caused Canada to be this sinkhole. Like, I make good money and I am broke most of the time, and it's only because, like, out of my paycheck I pay my federal income tax, my provincial income tax, then I have to pay EI and CPP, and then beyond that, everything that I buy is taxed. I pay 5% on everything, and this is just Alberta. I pay 5% on everything that I buy, and now you add that carbon tax. And every single company, every single provider, service provider, essential services has to up their prices to keep up with their carbon tax charges. And the government is pocketing all this money, saying that they're making our environment cleaner. Have you seen the environment in Alberta, in the oil and gas industry? We go above and beyond to make sure that any place that we dig ground is in the same or better condition as when we found it. Like, we have, our population is so small. We have clean air here. We don't have pollution the way that like Vancouver does. Calgary doesn't even have that kind of pollution, or Edmonton, Toronto, but it's still nowhere near the pollution that the United States has. But our prime minister has made everybody believe that we're the world's problem and we have to pay for it out of our hard-earned money. So we can't afford to feed our kids anymore. We can't afford to take our kids to a dentist. We can't afford essentials.
Sharmain,
I get my native status, but my entire life I could have got my native status, but I didn't want to because I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised in a native household. I'm not entitled. I do not think that it's right for somebody who wasn't raised in that culture to take advantage of that kind of, technicality. My biological dad was half native. So I could get my native. And now with this carbon tax and all this bullshit that I make good money and I can't afford to live, that I'm actually considering doing it now. But that goes against my morals. I'm just telling you, if you're thinking of living in Canada because you don't like Trump, think again, because what we have here is 10 times worse than Trump. 10 times worse than Trump. Just telling you.
For all the Trump haters out there, there you go. You guys want our president, our prime minister? Why don't
people are leaving the United States because Trump got back in, and I feel you. I get you. It sucks. It really, really does. But try living here under this guy. He's a dictator, and he's stealing from us. And he just has he has the right to sign whatever he wants, and then companies have no choice but to take it off your paycheck. Or like I said, it's the carbon tax is such a little amount. But what they don't talk about is the ripple effect. Everybody has to raise their prices because nobody is going to swallow that money.
Right.
And now it's like this vicious cycle because now everything is so expensive, we can't afford to spend our money.
Miss Dog Lover. Okay.
And this is kind of true crime because what they're doing is criminal.
Well, I was going to say, at the end of the day, it's a crime and shame. Doesn't matter if it's actually what we consider true crime or whatever. The bottom line is things, because all the time I'm thinking, like, that's a crime and shame. That's a crying shame. It's typical saying it's a crying shame, And
it is. And you're finally working. Like, a really great example. You're finally working. You guys should be, your car payment is paid off. Like, why aren't you like good to go, Sonny? Like, honestly, why aren't you guys out partying all the time? You should be living it up now because you've got an income, you've got $1,000 less a month that you have to pay out. You know why you can't do that? Because of the carbon tax. They're taking it right back from you.
Oh yeah, like my husband's checks and stuff like that, and just again, it's just like I even remember my ex-husband's checks. Like he would get this month, like I think at the time it was about I think when he first started, it was like say 2,500. By the time he got his check, it was like 1,500. You know,
Yeah.
because of all these fucking
But
taxes all the time and stuff like. But anyway,
I
so
will gross $5,200 every 2 weeks.
mhm.
$5,200 every 2 weeks.
Oh
But because of my overtime and the taxes, my
yeah,
tax bracket, I bring
yeah,
home $2,700. That's how much money the government gets from me.
yeah.
Every paycheck. My brother is worse. My brother makes $350,000 a year. He
Mm.
pays more in income tax off of a paycheck than my gross salary a month.
Yeah,
It's disgusting.
it's disgusting. I know it is. It is. You know, you can't really blame people when they sit there and sometimes rip off the government and shit like that. You know, because it is. It
But
is
they catch
disgusting.
you.
Yeah, until they
They'll
catch you,
just
right?
audit you.
Yeah,
They'll audit you. And if you don't make enough, you don't get it. You don't get your rebate checks. You don't get an income tax refund or anything like that.
yeah.
It's not, there's no way around it. The only possible way around it is to get rid of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully
You think
his,
he'll get in
you know,
again?
there are some pretty, I don't know. I mean, there are some pretty sad households right now that are looking forward to this 2 months GST free. There
Right.
are people out there that think that $250 in April is going to come in so handy.
Yeah.
And we also have to remember his immigration policies and things like that. That, I mean, say what you will, but those people that come in, those immigrants that come in, they're treated well. They get more money a month than I work and earn. So there are reasons that a large population of people would benefit by voting him back in.
Right.
We just need to make them understand that none of that goes away, but other things have to change. But I mean, it's not that easy, because also we have one of the lowest voting populations, and the way our seats are, Ontario and Quebec basically decide,
Yeah.
right? By the
Yeah.
time the votes are counted in the West Coast, they already know who's premier or prime minister. They already
Yeah.
know, just because our seats in the West are so, like, they're divided up, so messed up.
Yeah.
And we
You
still
know,
pay, Alberta still pays equalization funds to the East Coast because we make a lot of money here because we're oil and gas. So we have to pay so that they can have the same standard of living on the East Coast.
right. Oh yeah, the equalization. Yeah.
But we're not
Yeah.
allowed to move our oil to the East. We're not allowed to move our oil anywhere in Canada.
Mhm.
Go figure. I don't know.
Sharmain,
It's
I'm
all
like,
kinds of,
I know.
me and politics don't mix.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
can you see my face? It's red. I get so fucking pissed off.
I used
You
to.
work
Now
your
it's
butt
like,
off. You work your butt off
just to watch
to
your
have
check.
what you have,
Yeah.
to watch it go. And then when you actually sit and think about how much tax you pay on
Yeah.
everything, we can't move in this country without being taxed. So it's not just the 20% of your paycheck that goes. It's 30, 40, 50% of it, more than that, because of everything that we pay.
You know, and I think Alberta's the only province, if I'm not mistaken, Alberta's the only province that just has the one tax. They don't
The
have
GST and Saskatchewan. But
the
here's
Saskatchewan
the
not have
thing.
one either.
I'm not 100% sure. But here's the thing. The reason for that was because
Well,
of the
Saskatchewan does.
equalization payments,
Yeah.
right? We're dividing our profits to all the other provinces so that they can kind of come up to what Alberta makes in a month.
Right.
But even when the oil sector crashed and we weren't making any money, and we were broke as a province, we still were obligated to pay that equalization money. It made no sense. People were losing their jobs left, right, and center, but Alberta was borrowing money from the federal government to pay the East Coast provinces so they could maintain their standard of living that was provided by the equalization payments that went across the country to make everything even across the country.
Yeah.
If you made everything even across the country from coast to coast, the elected seats that we get, make that even across the country. Never mind the 75% of the voters or the seats in our Senate go to the East Coast. No, let's divide it equally. Then you see a change, because the only people that benefit from this government right here, right now, are the people on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And can we cut Quebec out of our you know, our whole thing?
I think we're like this close. Like Donald Trump is coming to visit Alberta, and our premier is, she's very outspoken. She's very anti-federal government right now. She's doing everything that she possibly can to try to protect Albertans and our livelihood. And Trump is coming to visit. So there's this big rumor going around that Trump is going to buy Alberta. So, and I mean, for the longest time, there was like a Brexit. There was a Wexit. Like we were going to, Alberta, BC, and Saskatchewan, I think we were going to exit Alberta or Canada and become our own sovereign country.
Right.
I don't know whatever happened to that, but
I think I remember that actually.
Yeah, that was back in the yellow jacket, the yellow vest movement for, I can't remember what it was, but I don't know. It was anti-government, whatever it was, but this totally went way off track. Nobody in chat's even talking. They're probably sitting there looking at their screens like,
they're just fucking
Canadian politics.
Fucking boring shit. Fucking neighbors, we don't care about.
It's boring unless you live it, right? It's no different than, listening to Americans talk about the problems with Donald Trump and all of his crap. It's it's the same no matter where you go. I just wanted to warn y'all, if you don't like Trump, don't come here because our guy is worse. That's all. You've been warned. He's worse.
Stop feeling sorry for yourselves over there. Start feeling sorry for us over here.
Yeah. $150,000 a year is a livable wage in this country. What?
I don't get no GST rebate. We make too much money apparently underneath the 150,000.
Yeah. Oh no, that's this year. That's the newest. That's the newest. Sunny. That's the new taxes brackets and stuff that are coming out for 2025. Yeah, livable wage, $150,000 a year. How would anybody like to earn I would love to earn $150,000 a year, and I make good money.
I was gonna say,
proud of myself for what I made.
That's
until I heard this, and I was like, what?
Because, the thing was is that my husband was talking to me about it, and he's like, yeah, apparently your prime minister is going to take away the taxes on food. And he goes, I didn't think there was any taxes on food. And I was like, well, no, there isn't taxes on most foods, but there is on what is deemed as pop or party snacks or party trays. All that stuff has still got the taxes on it, or cleaners,
restaurant and stuff like food, booze. He's taking the tax off booze for 2 months. And you know what? It's funny that he started this for December 14th. So you don't pay taxes on Christmas trees either. So wait to buy your Christmas tree if you're Canadian till December 14th, when most of the trees are going to be gone anyways. But then it's only 10 days before Christmas that it starts. So not much of a break unless you're a last minute Christmas shopper, but then it carries on past Christmas. And you know what past Christmas usually means? People are not spending money. They're not going out as much because they just splurged on Christmas.
Yeah,
so now he's trying to get
properly
people
that way.
Spend their money.
Yeah, that's just it. Do you not think it was purposely planned that way? Of course it was. 10 days before Christmas, most people are typically out buying their gifts or like their stuff and food and stuff like that because they don't want to miss out on the fucking turkeys and just, and have their shit. But that's purposely planned, exactly. And then people stop spending after Christmas, besides maybe Boxing Day sales. But other than that, people
So now
usually cut back because they overspend at Christmas.
And now they're not going to have the money to go out and take advantage of this GST savings. And not to mention, like, all of, like,
Miss Dog
everywhere in Canada, every single company in Canada has had to bring in certain software to calculate the taxes for them, like at the cash registers, the checkouts, all this stuff. So do you just think for a second, how much money is it going to cost companies to pay somebody to change that software for 2 months? 2 months. They got to come in and change that software so we're not charged GST on certain items.
I was just about to say that, Sharmain. Must be nice to sit there and say that, and yet now all the companies have to fucking change up their systems so that they don't get charged the taxes and stuff like that. It's almost like someone standing,
twice. They got to take out the GST and the HST and the PST, and then in February they got to go back and put it back in.
Yeah, no, exactly. Talking about the headaches.
So thank you, Trudeau, for not making us pay GST on beer and wine and spirits and cider and pop and chips and shit.
Yeah.
But we're going to pay for it in the long run. Doesn't matter. He'll charge us 8% GST plus your HST.
I was going to say, like,
plus
we don't have
more carbon tax. When is the next? December 27th, I want to say, is our next carbon tax hike. We get another boost in the carbon tax.
Oh, yeah.
So that comes shortly after this GST thing stops.
Right. Oh no, I went forward.
Lacey, they're probably all sleeping because I went off on Canadian politics, and I seriously apologize. I don't even know. My question was, how do you people feel about your elected judges and your elected prosecutors? I never should have started it on my stuff because I get, like, my face is red. I get mad.
Yeah, certain things rile me up, but.
That's one of them. When you see your paycheck just going to the government, and then he has the audacity to say, I'll give you $250 in April. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You turd.
Yeah.
How about you just let me keep $250 off of every paycheck? I mean, I'd appreciate that.
It is.
Sorry, I'm changing the subject. You change the subject because I'll go all night long. Change the subject.
You'd almost think that Sharmain put a few drinks back or something like that.
I didn't, but man, I get mad.
I guess hey, Travis. How you doing, Travis?
I'm sorry. I get so mad. Go ahead, please. Change the subject. Now my chest is getting hot too.
I was just gonna say though, but you told me when we started this live an hour ago and 20 minutes ago that you had to go for dinner.
Yeah, my daughter-in-law actually just got home. I heard. I've been waiting for the smell of tacos to come in, and I just noticed.
Oh, you having tacos?
Yeah, they're making tacos tonight, so that's why I said, yeah, I'll come.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go pee. Be right back. Go ahead, Bent. What other harm could you do, Sharmain? 1 second. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your channel shadow banned in Canada. So Mark is here. Hi, Mark. And yeah, like nobody's talking about politics, which is really good. It's really good. I apologize profusely for my little outburst. I just get really upset. Lacey, I voted Trump because Kamala couldn't answer a simple question. I don't know anything about her. I I do know that she did not have a lot of support, put it that way. But I didn't watch any of the debates, which I usually do enjoy watching a Trump debate because it is, I know it's your country and stuff, but it's amusing to me to watch Trump try to do anything presidential. It is funny. Good night, Miss Dog Lover, again. I don't think Mark is annoyed, or he's not annoyed with anybody. I bet you $1 million he's going to play poker. Yeah, so Sonny wrote it here. A carbon tax is a fee imposed on businesses and individual that works as a sort of pollution tax. The tax is a fee imposed on companies that burn carbon-based fuels, including coal, oil, gasoline, and natural gas. So basically, and like I said, it's not just that, because then it bleeds into grocery stores and it bleeds into everything that we do, because everybody else has to boost their prices because they're not going to swallow that extra tax. So we're all paying for it. And if you guys saw the amount of tax that we paid on a daily basis, it'd probably make you sick.
They're probably just like, shut the fuck up. You got free healthcare.
Yes, and that's another thing too. Like, I did hear you guys talk about that the other night, and free healthcare. Yes, we do, and I'm very grateful for that. However, I will say that last year we went to Phoenix, and while we were there, my grandson, believe it or not, came down with scarlet fever. And in Canada, you go to an emergency room and you're there for hours, and you get care. But I'll just say, like, the level of care my grandson got at a hospital in Phoenix was far superior to anything that we could have found him in the city that they lived in at the time. He had a little bit of a sore throat or something else that was going on, and he was prescribed something and basically given a clean bill of health before we went to Phoenix. But that took a couple of weeks to get that information and get that prescription to him. And not till we got to Phoenix and he broke out in this horrible rash and he got really sick, and we took him to the emergency room in the United States. We had to pay for it. It wasn't cheap, but the level of care that he got there was so much better that, I don't. I mean, I feel terrible that it costs so much, and a lot of people in the United States can't afford healthcare. They can't afford to get the treatment and the care that they need. That shouldn't happen. But the level of care was just, in this one case, I don't know about the rest of it, in my grandson's case, was far superior. Like, it was, an hour in and out, knew exactly what was wrong with him. They made him feel better there and gave him a prescription to keep going at home with. And within 2 days, he was better. And that, like I said, that was after 2 weeks of going through all sorts of different places and prescriptions and doctors in Canada trying to figure out what was going on. So, I mean, yes, free, but
Right.
we're waiting. Oh, and waiting 6, 7, 8 months for a CT sometimes.
Yeah, just, that's what's crazy now, honestly, is that, the longest wait before used to be more like 3 months for things, to see a specialist, stuff like that. Now it's like, a bitch calls me a year later and says, oh, by the way, your appointment, and you're just like when you hear this shit, you're just like, really? Like 6 months to a year?
Like, what appointment? I didn't even remember.
Yeah,
I didn't even remember.
That was me too. I was like, oh, you forgot.
Like, I don't even have that problem anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? Sorry, died before You got to me, Sharmain. How are the roads and other infrastructure? Well,
I feel
Calgary.
like Ben wants to hear me rant and rave. Like
Yeah.
they're shit.
Ben.
They're shit.
Well,
Our
he doesn't-
cars are destroyed by potholes.
Ben is
It
our
doesn't-
JFK. Okay, he's our JFK.
What?
Ben, he's our JFK. That's he
It-
might
it-
be.
the-
He's our
the-
JFK.
we had such a boom in our population that no city or no area's infrastructure can handle the influx of people that are coming into our roadways. Forget about it. It's not to the level that the United States deals with. I don't know, Sonny, if you've ever watched the American morning news and they show like shots of the interstate and people trying to commute to go to work, and it's just wall-to-wall traffic. It's not like that because we don't have those big interstates. But what we do have is like 4-lane freeways that are bumper to bumper, back to back for 4 or 5 hours in the morning. So it's not as bad as the States, but as far as if you think about the Canadian landscape compared to our population, we have less people per capita than most places in the world, unless you're talking about, jungles and stuff. Like we have a lot of room to build, but they're just not building. And why aren't they building? Why aren't they expanding? Because of the carbon tax, because it costs too much money to build shit. And then once they build it, people can't afford to buy it. So it's basically at a standstill. Even first-time homeowners don't get a break anymore. They finally just yesterday, I believe, not implemented yet, but announced changes coming to first-time home buyers. So it might be feasible again for kids and people that are just buying their first homes to finally be able to afford to have a home, to have a mortgage one day.
Isn't that crazy? I feel like it's like Monopoly. That's what it feels like to me. Fucking Monopoly Park Avenue
it's
shit.
Crazy.
Yeah. Ben,
and I think that like BC, because I spent like hours and hours, like 4 months, I think I was in BC, and there wasn't a day that went by that I did not see a construction crew on a highway fixing roads, making them wider, fixing potholes, doing maintenance and upkeep on roads. And BC has some beautiful roads. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it at all, because then you cross into the border in Alberta. And like I said, our cars are being destroyed because of potholes. I should know, because that's what Ian does in the summertime. I don't know how they pave, but all I know for sure is somehow, somewhere, Alberta is cheaping out, because their newly paved roads don't even last a summer season before potholes and chunks are coming out.
I know that's true, right? That's so true.
So true.
When you drive in Alberta, it's just fucking pothole after pothole. When you hit a smooth patch, you're just like, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom,
and you
boom,
let
boom,
your
boom.
guard down until the next one.
Yeah.
And then they even made it in your insurance now that any damage caused by driving over a pothole or something, that's not covered by your insurance.
Really?
Yeah. We can't make claims on, we can't even make claims. And I found this out the hard way. I got a rock like this in my windshield. It didn't come all the way through, but it's like this on my passenger side. So I was like, I've never had an insurance claim in my life. I pay $2,700 a year for my car insurance. I'm going to put it through insurance. Fuck it. They don't cover windshields due to rock chips. I'm like, this is not a rock chip. You might as well call it a bird hit. Like, this thing is massive. They wouldn't cover it. What do I pay $2,700 a year for? And I've never had a claim. I am so frustrated.
We have that on our
vehicle. I come here to get away, Sonny. I come here to get away from my brain.
I was gonna say, because we have a $300 deductible, but that includes freaking rock chips and shit like that. I mean,
I see like it's a pain in my butt, so I have to deal with it for Ian's company. But at the same time, he doesn't pay what I pay for insurance, and he can actually make claims on stuff, and his deductible, like my deductible is $500, but my windshield is also $800. So
Yeah.
I really, really wanted to claim it through insurance. I would have paid the $500 deductible if I had to, but they don't cover rock chips, even
That's
if it's the
crazy.
size of a friggin' boulder that could have killed me.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, this is Christmas. That's the start of it. Sharmain, talk to Mark by hand.
Listen, Mark,
Says,
the reason
yeah.
why this came up is because I asked a question about the United States and nobody in chat would answer. And that got me on the topic that our prime minister is giving us a Christmas present of taking our taxes away for 2 months. And that set me off. And I've apologized over and over again. And I've asked Sunny to change.
Block channel. I didn't
No,
stop her.
Travis, we have the Grinch in Canada, actually. This year we have the Grinch. He's just going to delay his thievery for a few months. Anyway, please change the subject.
Actually, most of my day, at least I only had to deal with some of it, but most of the day today was rescheduling canceled orders because of all the snow and the weather in Saskatchewan.
And the postal strike. Do you guys do you use Canada Post?
No. Canada Post. Well, meaning no. Like they use Pure Later or whatever, but it doesn't really affect us because we have vans. Like we're talking about deliveries, right? So Canada Post is very nominal stuff. I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
like,
I'm very frugal.
You're very what? Frugal? Canada Post is a
Frugal. Like I don't like shop. I mean, usually when I shop, I'm, I go and I get what I want. But I was just so ticked off the other day about all this stuff that I've been venting about for the last 20 minutes. That I went online. The first time in a long time, I went online and I bought some stuff that I don't need, but I thought would be fun to have.
Yeah, gotcha. Got it. And is that why your credit card, like my credit card,
there's a postal strike? I'm not even going to be able to get it.
Please update. Or what do you mean? Amazon for the win.
But I didn't do Amazon. I got fun stuff, not Amazon stuff. I paid $45 for lip liner, Sunny. I don't do that.
Oh, that's just crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you ordering from? States?
Well, yeah, actually, as a matter of fact.
No, Canada Post doesn't operate Amazon and FedEx. No. Canada Post is separate from all that stuff. I mean, they offer FedEx and that at Canada Post, but it's separate entities. Yeah. So, to be honest with you, I can't remember the last time I had to use Canada Post, to be honest with you, because I don't mail shit. But
have you ever ordered clothes from that Shein?
No. Mm-mm.
I ordered a bunch of stuff because I'm going to Mexico in April. Oh, I ordered a bunch of stuff, not even thinking. Hopefully the postal strike is done by then because all my Mexico clothes are stuck now. They won't be delivered.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So you're right.
Yeah, so my $45 lip liner.
Yeah, that's coming from.
Yeah, for like the first time ever. So I usually just go get what I want, but I was just snowed in, because we've had so much snow lately.
Force them back to work soon enough.
Hope so. I'm going to the Mayan Riviera.
With who?
Mayan Riviera.
With who?
Is where I'm going. With who?
Yeah.
I'm going with my brother and my brother's wife and maybe my parents and probably Ian.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Ian.
I guess if he's naughty or nice, depends. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, more if he's, able to get away.
Thing about the postal though is that Canada will only let it go so long before they push their asses back to work on there, and then force them to go back to work because it's an essential service.
Yeah, and like it's very strange because there's been a lot of job ads for Canada Post workers around here. Like, I don't know if that's going on in BC or not. I know the lady in Salmon Arm in the Shoppers Drug Mart, I was talking to her there. They have a little post office there. But apparently she doesn't work for Canada Post. She works for Shoppers Drug Mart. So she's still going to be there. But all of any parcels that show up, like even if Amazon or anybody has to drop off at the post office, she's not allowed handing anything out as long as they're on strike. But in Alberta, like in Edmonton, Calgary, and even in Fox Creek here, they're looking for people to work for Canada Post, which I was like, aren't you guys on strike? How does that work? Like, what are they called? The workers that work for strike? Like, I can't, there's a name for these people. But lip liner, let me just tell you, Lacey, I'm upset with myself.
I mean, it's obviously
Usually not.
better than Estee Lauder or Clinique or any of those brands. Shiseido, what?
It's a TikTok thing. I got sucked into a TikTok.
Oh my God, it's a TikTok thing. Did you guys ever watch the cold ones? Where they take a lot of TikTok items or YouTubers and they test out their stuff and drink it and try it. They're usually pretty drunk and throwing up by the end of their segment, but it's called Cold Ones. My husband watches it. I was watching it recently. You know, like Mr. Beast's products or you just, you know, phase rug product, all the different ones. And I think they were doing the Guinness Book of World Records today. But anyways,
you know what else I'm on?
World. What?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Tell me. A dildo?
An ab trainer.
Sure. AKA dildo?
No, it's a sticky thing that you put on your belly.
Definitely an ab trainer. Yeah.
And electric things do this.
Oh, you know that's going to make it to the dust collection.
No, because I have to sit so much at this job. Yeah. I figured that would be perfect. I'll be like doing crunches all day long. And I bought this stupid thing. It's called Voldero.
Yeah.
Voldero.
You know how many of those things I have ordered? And yeah, they're just dust collectors, really. You know? Yeah.
I've never even.
Yeah. I've made a couple stupid purchases. And like even the good ones, I still never did anything with them. I think my husband came across, like there was this one thing that you plug into your car and it's more or less kind of for women, especially. And you plug it into your car and it lets you know what the issue is that's going on with your car. A very good thing for females instead of getting ripped. The bottom line was it was to not get ripped off at the mechanics and them trying to say that this is wrong, where that thing that you plug in will tell you what's wrong with the car so that at least you know, so that they don't try to rip you off type of thing. Yeah. You know, and Amazon too they can take their fucking service and suck it up their ass as well because they've gotten shittier and shittier. And you know why? I'll tell you why. It's because these fucking stupid businesses create these things at the start, you know, let you return everything and anything. People take advantage of them. And then they go, oh, maybe we should put a stop to that now. Oh, we don't like sending orders out for small. So in order to get fucking cookies, you need to add 6 to your goddamn cart of the same cookie and stuff like that. And they've gotten ridiculous. And, you know, even like just even,
I could understand it if it was like me in Fox Creek where they have to ship it from Calgary. But there is an Amazon warehouse like right by you. Right by you.
Well, the bottom line is though, okay, is that when you create a business and you are doing things, because it's very nominal, the people that abuse the system to the people that are legit. So when it came to what they did recently, like probably about half a year ago now, I would say it started, was when all of a sudden I went to go ads. So I typically would buy my husband snacks and it would be about $60 worth of snacks for lunches for the week in a week and a half or whatever. And, you just go around, I put one in, a couple of those type of thing. But now every time you click on anything, pretty much like if it's a box of wagon wheels, 3 of them have to end up in your cart, and yet they'll have this deal that if you buy 4, you get, but the minimum you have to add is like, you can't add 3 and then add 1 more. You have to add like 6. It's all in 3s or 6s or 9s. Like this one particular cookie, I think it's the Dare cookie. They're $1.97 a box. You have to add 9 of them into your cart. The minute you click add to cart, it instantly puts in 9. Nothing you can do about it. Either you buy fucking 9 cookies of the same fucking thing or not. And it's just ridiculous. So it's one of those things, like, again, right? Most people don't just, there's idiots out there that will do that. But again, like I said, what makes a company special is when they're, like I said, you go on, I could order the snacks. Now it's like, fuck you, Amazon. Now I don't order barely any of the snacks. And it's costing those poor businesses that they're forcing to, because nobody's going to want, 3 boxes of wagon wheels, like, meaning it's all the snacks. You can't
It's
just
a total
apply
ripple
one.
effect.
Yeah.
And that there is caused by greed, in my opinion, Amazon.
Friday, Mark. Friday, the husband will be on. We'll play some games. We'll call, like I said, donation night. Let's do a super chat or something. Well, preferably like PayPal or the coffee thing, to be honest with you, since they don't fucking take 30% like YouTube does. But anyways, Friday night, November 29th. That's actually the night of our Christmas party. But I was still, apparently, I didn't make it off the waiting list. Yeah. Do you buy your brother-in-law snacks, honey? Well, anything for junk, typically. He gets himself when it comes to that, because we buy the groceries, and, he has to put in a couple $100 a month for that. But when I buy the snacks, I buy it for both of them. When I'm thinking about lunches and snacks for them both. Yeah. What time? Probably be like 6:30, 6 o'clock, about 6 o'clock or 6:30, probably. Whoops. I gotta yawn. That's Sharmain's fault.
What was the first thing you need, Lacey? The thing that does crunches what you said. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you what I bought, because it's not just that. It's ridiculous, but I'll send you what I bought.
I can tell you right now. Thanks, Mark. I can tell you right now that thing is going to become a very non-existent piece of Sharmain's purchases.
I don't know, because, a few years ago, I bought one of them Dr. Ho's, the Dr. Ho machine.
Dr. Ho, yeah.
I use it all the time. On my sciatic, like, I'm almost addicted to it.
Oh, you have a sciatic nerve?
It's the same thing, just in my belly, so that when I'm sitting at work for 12 hours a day, I don't feel like a sloth.
Oh,
when
I know.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't be asked to do any physical activity anymore, because I've been doing this nothing for so long.
My physical activity is sex with the husband. Even that's exerting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
See, I get nothing. Nothing. I have nothing.
Well, sitting up out of bed counts, right?
Sitting up on a bed?
Sitting out, up on a bed. That counts as a crunch.
I don't do that. I'm so tired. I roll out of bed. I crawl my ass to where I can grab it and just lift myself up. I'm tired all the time. You be more supportive, Sonny. This ab crunch thing is going to save my life.
Sure. Okay.
It's going to keep me alive.
I know those type of toys. You know what? You're better off buying yourself the other toys I was talking about then. You can get probably a better satisfaction out of those, and it does
and raise my heart rate a little bit.
Yeah. You're not dead. Duffed off the cobwebs there. Yeah.
I just thought that I, cooped up for too long, cabin fever. I needed something, and what is it called? Retail therapy, but I waited until the postal strike, and then I went to places I'd never been before. I bought into a couple of TikTok garbage things, and I bought them, and now I can't even have them because of the postal strike.
So this is what I've been doing lately. Okay, so I've been sitting there purchasing things on Amazon for husband for Christmas. And then all of a sudden, I place these orders. I go through this little spurge of Christmas shopping. Yay, fun. Yeah, Christmas. And then I go look at my orders and I'm like, yeah, cancel that one. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I don't really need to cancel this for him. He doesn't need that either. You know? So so I've been doing that a lot, ordering shit, then turning around. Like, honestly, my Amazon account must look like in, out, in, out, in, out, 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 out.
Oh, so you just put things in your cart and you don't see, and I'm a big, I buy now.
Well, no,
Buy
I
now.
do the buy now stuff, but no, I mean, I have a few different things because husband and that sometimes goes on it too and starts putting shit into the cart. And then, I just go save for later. You can come back to that later, husband. But the thing that really upset me was when Amazon, they sent me a thing the other day, and I don't ever really see this, but it said, please update your payment method. And I'm like, looks like somebody ran out of funds, Sonny. So I was like, okay, update husband's card. Thank you. So I told husband, I was like, husband, just by the way, you bought me my Christmas present, just so you know, because obviously I gotta wait till payday now before I can do any more damage. But yeah, so I'm just trying. Okay, so what I'm trying to do in the bedroom is this. I'm trying to create a very sexual vibe going on, shit. Where I bought a taupe kind of, what's that thing called? A comforter, right? And it comes with the 7-piece set, right? Your typical. And our bed is it's like a nice walnut, not walnut. I don't know what you call that type. Like, that type, that a brown wood there behind this chick in the video, but it's not like that, but it's more of a darker brown, but it's more of the rusticy wood, whatever you want to call it, like the rustic look, right? But anyways, so I have this. So what husband bought me, because my thing said it declined, because that pissed me off, because it would have been delivered tomorrow, up until it said failed payment. Now it tells me December 2nd. Fuckers. So anyways, so it's that, meshing that goes over the bed, like, that you hang from your roof.
Canopy.
Yeah, like that type of thing.
Canopy. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm twinkle lights. And so I'm trying to create this. So what happened was this. When I was with my ex-husband and we were purchasing a townhome, we were in this one townhome, which we didn't purchase because we wanted the end unit of the 3-bedroom or whatever. But anyways, there was this 2-bedroom unit that we went to look at. And as soon as I walked in that bedroom, it was like the most magical make out. Just all you wanted to do was light candles, and you just felt like you were in this very sensual, sexual space. Miss Dog Lover. Do you think Miss Dog Lover's been drinking?
I think no, I don't think so. She said the other night that she couldn't, right? She's
What the fuck is mad?
I think I'm falling in love with Mad.
I think, yeah, I'm like, is that Mark?
No.
Yeah, I think I'm falling in love with Mad. Yeah, I think somebody. Yeah. Good typing there. Nothing like putting out a super chat and
Ooh, Sharon has a key.
Eh? Sonny, you would love my king bed in those canopy
Sharon
things.
has a king size bed with it.
When me and my husband slept in a king size bed when we were at the Canada Hotel, this is when we worked for them. I remember my husband, I'll never forget. He said, "Baby, look I have to take a taxi to get over to you now." Because it's like he was on one side of the bed and there was this big space. And then it was like, I think it was a California king, which is like wide. But anyway, it was like amazing. It was just, yeah. Yeah, because we have a queen. I could use with some more space. He's gonna say that he could use some more space. Yeah. Oh, okay. Mad meant Mark. Sad. So, you know, if you pay another $1.99, you can spell it correctly, Miss Dog Lover. just so it visually looks good.
Everyone loves my bed. Listen to Sharon. Tell us more, Sharon.
Come on, salute, Sharon. Tell us more.
Everyone loves my bed.
Yes,
everyone loves my bed.
That's what White Court said about my bed. Yeah,
that's right. The mattress on the floor.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm trying to create this very sexual thing, you know, this look, because I'll never forget that lady's bedroom. It was just gorgeous, Sharmain. It was browns and kind of like mustards and browns and whatever. And I'm not even a fan of that, but fuck me, that was the most fuckable bed ever. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just
wouldn't you rather like? Would it be like a red and black theme then, with like, you know, like what?
No,
I think it's a matter of perception, because I think the you know, mustard yellow is the least sexual thing I've ever heard in my life.
The way
I would rather like a purple or black and red, or you know.
Black and red seems too strong. It reminds me of like the cuffs and whips and shit like that. Romantic. No, this lady's room, man. It was seriously, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just magical. Like, she must have been some sort of bedroom or had a room designer, because you just walked in it and it was like walking into the most comfy cabin, like you know, when you go, like, for me, cabins, you know, just cozy and just those ones that are just filled with softness and cabiny and cozy and candles.
Yeah, but that doesn't equal sexual, though.
Oh, it does me. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
See, it's perception. We're not the same.
My twin sister would be more into, like, you know, that twisted shit and stuff like that. Not me. I just like romantic and soft and nice. You know, you don't need no slapping my ass twice. No, no slapping it at all, actually. Right. Yeah, no. So anyways, I'm just trying to create that aura. Obviously, it's a different aura than yours that you're perceiving. But now my husband would like black and red because he does like those colors. But I just find it too harsh. I want soft. You other people get it besides Sharmain, correct? Yeah.
See, to me, black and red with mirrors and stuff like that, is a sexual room.
Too far.
That is the padded room of my dreams. You bet. Right there.
Now, I will say something. When I was with my ex in the bedroom that we were in, because he had like, what do you call those? Well, those little low beds, those futon things or whatever. But anyways, both sides of the room were sliding closets with glass. And so you could literally watch yourself from the fucking ceiling, from the side to the side. You could, okay. Now, back in the day when the body was a lot, like a freaking Pamela Anderson body. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That's kind of the turn on it. You could sit there and look at your, you know, and you watch this. Yeah, stop right there. Just saying. But, you know, it was, oh, I went blurry. Hold on. Look at my face. See my eyes twitching? One sec. Fucking camera. All right. You know, that probably happened on purpose, obviously. I was getting too in depth there. Miss Dog Lover there was probably jizzing off to my dirty talk like that. Oh, yeah. No, I gotta fix it. Stupid camera. I fucking hate this camera. I mean, I like it, but I don't. Okay. Better? Yeah, somewhat. Oh. Black. Well, yeah. Tell my sister that. Freaking go into her room when she's moving and we're moving her freaking side dress around and a big black dildo comes rolling out of it.
Oh, gross. No, I think that black can be masculine, but it can be very soothing and very sexy.
Yeah, you just lost me there on the blacks and sexy thing. Yeah.
Black with purple or with red and with the right
Red, maybe.
lights.
Yeah. Imagine if we were to do up cave rooms, like women cave rooms. We would be polar opposites, I guess, on that one, I bet. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like if I walked into a room that had fucking mustard yellow on it, I'd be like, where's the door? I need a coat.
Isn't it nice how we can go from Christmas to politics to, sexual stuff and, not miss a beat, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Well, it all kind of blends in. It just works.
It just does. It just works together, doesn't it? Just meshes nicely. Yeah.
It does.
Ben's probably got a new shade of gray going on, but really red over there is probably blushing. I wonder.
I'd be interested to know what the man thinks. Like Travis and Ben, what do you think? If you were going to build your dream, quote unquote, room, it's going to entice certain feelings.
Ben's probably
would you rather have like a red or mustard yellow?
Yeah. Ben's probably like, I don't give a shit as long as it has a Siberian horse in it.
That's right. And mirrors.
Yeah, mirrors.
And the 4-post bed.
Yeah. Swinging from it. Yeah.
Swing. There you go.
Yeah, no. Yeah. If any, it'd be funny if anyone thought that I was liked it rough and shit like that, because that's not true. That's just not true. I like anything that's soft, sensual. Hit me with your soft lips type of thing. Yeah, none of this aggressive shit of pulling the hair and telling me I'm your bitch for the night. No.
Wow. Yeah. No comment.
Yeah. One of those fucking chandeliers from the 80s.
Yeah, chandelier. Exactly. Chandelier, and you have stuff like hanging off it that you can just quickly grab.
Do you remember that movie, Sharmain? I always forget.
50 Shades?
The one where at the end they're swinging off that chandelier because they hate each other so much.
War of the Roses. War of the Roses, yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah. It's the War of the Roses. Trust me, it was my life for a long time.
Look at Travis. What are our color choices? Well, pick from your palette, whichever.
My color choice is purple, and black, or red and black. And Sunny's is...
Wait. You're saying purple, and yet you don't like purple.
Purple is my favorite color.
You said you didn't like purple.
Purple is my favorite color.
But you said you didn't like it on you. Remember? Remember we were talking about it?
Like that shirt that you've got on would look atrocious on me. Purple is not my color, but I love the color purple.
Okay, so you like it. Do you buy purple things? Is this the new channel?
Yeah, I love purple.
Well, I really do need to bring up our dirty laundry channel. I really do need to bring that channel up. I have a channel that's, like I said, called Dirty Laundry. It's called something Dirty Laundry. Anyways, I really need to bring that channel up. I keep talking about it. Maybe during Christmas when I'm off, I'll bring it up. I'll go and fix it up. Because it's yeah. Hold on. I can't remember the channel name though. Like it's not just Dirty Laundry because that name was taken, so it had to be something else. And I can't think of what it's called.
Chairs and a swing, a lavender, but not purple. I'm not getting yellow. I'm on board.
Chairs, swing, and lavender. Yeah, but not purple. Gotcha. Not purple like this, but purple, soft lavender, like what Sharmain has in that bathroom right there. That's holding Kleenex out of the wall.
I'm in my little space saver rental room here. You got to give me a little bit of a break.
But that is a purple tissue holder on the wall, isn't it?
It's light blue. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a lavender. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it looks like a lavender color. Oh my God. Sorry. I keep yawning.
Yeah, I can smell my my
dinner?
tacos already. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, tacos. I love tacos. I didn't take out. I could, if I actually took out ground beef, I could actually make tacos myself, to be honest. But yeah.
I haven't had a taco in probably a year. That's why I jumped on it when I got home from work, and my daughter's like, "We're making tacos tonight." I was like, "Count me in."
You know, for the first time in a long time, we actually had tacos from Taco Bell. That was about 2 weeks ago. And it was this deal that was like 30 something bucks for all this taco and burritos and blah. I tell you, the shit all tasted the same. It's all like fucking taco, 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 tater tots. But it was almost like sickly because everything just really started tasting the same. Once you have the tortilla shell, I like hard tacos. I'm a hard taco person.
Me too. Much
I'm a
prefer a hard taco.
Like, I don't mind super
Spicy
soft.
salsa or milds?
I can't handle spicy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to have the
unfortunately.
hottest of the hot.
Husband claims that too, but he always ends up getting more of the medium than the anything because it's like that pretender that thinks that he can handle hot, and honestly, he can't. And then he'll be like, I'm not fucking getting that next time. Yeah, and then he'll go do something like stupid like that again and order it. Taco Tuesday, but yeah, I love tacos. But my husband likes his like tiki masala shit. I like tacos, and lately, my husband, when I say tacos, he's like, mm. I'm like, what? Don't fucking diss the taco. However, there's another consideration here, which you have a picture of the lingerie color, which is the fave, and then what colors, linens, walls, floors. Yeah, you're right. Ugh, fuck me. It's all hitting me, people. Floors set off against the color of the impact. Well, Travis is just like a freaking sloot, isn't he, over there? Yeah. He's just a male whore vision of Sharmain. All purples and shit.
There is consideration, which is you have to picture the lingerie color, which is the fave, and then what colors, liners, walls, floors set off against. Exactly. You have to make it a whole vibe.
Well, I'm making a vibe in taupes and browns and green.
Yeah, and mustard yellow. It's not a vibe.
No, I don't got mustard yellow. I ain't doing the mustard yellow unless it's a candle because it's a pumpkin spice or something. There's some weird shit coming through your microphone there. It's like,
Yes, I apologize.
What is it? You listening to
Water.
something? Oh, are you sure you're not listening to TikTok or something like that?
No, I'm not. I've got a FaceTime going on right now.
A FaceTime. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go now anyway. So I'm getting tired.
I figured it'd be soon. That's why I accepted the call. It's my my nightly visitation.
Oh, from Ian. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Go talk about mustard yellow and how much you love it on there. Yeah. Anyways, okay, guys. Well, definitely Friday because that's a donation night with husband thing. Okay, so we'll do that Friday. Maybe I might see you another day before that, but don't write that in stone on there. But anyways, other than that, definitely Friday. We'll see you guys. And and Sharmain, if you could just stop talking dirty politics, that would be great. Just go ahead and burn the planet.
I have to apologize to everybody. That is not that's not how I thought today would go, and I sometimes go off on
well,
a little bit of a rant. Even though I'm quiet, I do have opinions, and some things just piss me off.
Somebody's going to be watching this. Like, well, if the subs go down, I'm definitely going to contribute that to you today. If the subs happen to go down. Okay.
However, like Sharon said, politics and sex, the sex sells and politics is very volatile. So you could go up.
True that. Hold on a second. I just want to see how many we lost while we were live. So far, only one. Hey, guess what? My copyright strike ends in 1 hour. I had one copyright strike from that dickhead from Remember from that boy missing, or the one that went missing in that, the place that I followed, whatever his name was now. Can't remember. Too tired. Anyways, the dickhead, I got a copyright strike when I was supporting his channel and everything like that, and I used what was his name? Down the Rapids or whatever it was. Anyways, fuck you, Down the Rapids. Take your fucking strike, and it will be done in 1 hour. But fucking takes 3 months for that thing to remove, but at least it removes before it never used to, and shit like that. So, anyways, you guys go spank your monkeys. All the men out there and the ladies out there. Sharmain, she's gonna go and have nice tacos for dinner. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with my life right now. I think I'm just gonna go think about the mustard yellow color I'm gonna implement into my bedroom. You go say hi to Ian for us all. Hi, Ian. Hi, Ian. Bye, Ian. Anyways, you guys, it's been an interesting life. It's been interesting. Charmaine's going to be like, she's going to send me a message later going, can you delete that part? Well,
like 90% of the live. I apologize, everybody. I'm very sorry. I went off.
If we get more subscribers because of that, Sharmaine, I'll be impressed. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you, Maj. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tawny, for the $5 super chat. And other than that, you guys, like I said, see you Friday for sure. And you guys just have a great night. Thank you, guys. Good night, Ben. Good night, Sharon. Good night, Miss Dog Lover.
My room's not mustard, Ben. It's not my room. That's Sunny's room.
All right, we're out of here. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
The world is cold. We stand surrounded. We are not alone. Within my reverie, there's only light. Without an unknown, we stand and fight. And the